Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of today, and today we're going to be using CraneKraken's Kraken. Very pleasant scent. I guess this is Davidoff Cool Water dupe. Didn't know that until I looked it up. But it has a lot of kind of spicy notes to it across the board. Kind of pleasant. You lather it up. Definitely. Some of the stuff that's across the top that you can smell on the puck kind of disappears. And you're left with like the base notes, which is, one of the things that comes combined is like sandalwood. But lathers up really nice. Very similar to Sterling. Yeah, very pleasant. And we're going to be soap all over the fingers. And we're using the Krisp razor with Personna Platinum Blades. Third use. Yep. And then something new. Well, it's old, but new. Digging through the stuff, it's like, you're on, what is that? That is Avon Spicy. Yeah. Smells good. It's like another one of those lovely scents that my grandfather used to use. Well, actually, his. Yeah. So, got a couple other things dug up that, I was planning on getting some use out of. So, how's everybody's day going? 30 minutes or so into the video, and you're like, he's not shaving. What are you doing? Yeah, reminiscing. I'm sorry. Just thinking of scents that my grandfather would wear. It always helped when your grandmother was an Avon saleswoman. And so there was always something Avon around. My grandfather was like, oh, I like the smell of that. I'll take it. And just basically the cost to get it, putting it in the den. So the Wild Country was kind of the favorite around, but Spicy is pretty good if you can find it still. It's like it's been discontinued, I think, since early 80s, but it smelled good. And the Krisp razor has a head very similar to the King C Gillette or Record 34C. Pretty mild, but not overly aggressive. Not to still the point of mild where you take you forever to shave, but it does the job. I like it. And when you're a 7-day-a-week shaver like I am, shave every day, I think how you do that is use mild razors. Because I cannot use a really aggressive razor. Nice, there's new people that have showed up, but I say it every once in a while because we got new subscribers. Probably 20 or more of you since the last time I talked about it. Why I use a mild razor? Because you may not notice too much, but you see all the scars across my chin. This whole area is scar tissue. Try to rearrange your face by running at high speed into a tree, face first. Sledding accident with a lad. A lot of drainage this morning in the throat. Ugh. That's why you hear me keep clearing my throat. But yeah, it was like sledding on, right after we had basically a ice storm over top in the wintertime. So we had ice on top of the snow and we went sledding with our toboggan, going downhill. The person that was supposed to be the brakeman, because we usually did two at a time, we had a rope on the back of this toboggan. It's like when you need to slow down, it's like you put your feet out and slow the sled down. Well, they probably, from what I understand, they put their feet down, and well, it didn't happen. Their feet were just sliding across the ice, and as we were flying down the hill, it was at the bottom of the hill. We had a nice steep hill, and at the bottom was trees. So they dived off to save themselves, and I was in the front. And, well, right into the trees went, face first into a tree, and biff, whole face was all tore up. I remember looking, it's like you can see my teeth through here, through the bottom underneath my lip. Like, it's bad. Tore it all up. So it's like across my chin and everything. It's all scar tissue. So if I'm using I had got us, oh, I guess it's been about 3 years ago, I had a Parker 66R. And I remember reading the description, mild razor for first time shavers. I'm like, okay, I like my mild razor. And I bought it and started using it, and it was like my whole face was just bleeding. It was so aggressive a razor, and it was like, that's false advertising. So I promptly cleaned it up, did sanitize it, and sold it. Like, nope, I do not like aggressive razors, just for the fact you can see it right here. There's a scar here, scar there, scars across here. Yeah, broke the nose. But not as bad as my one brother. Yeah, storm window break, and it went right on his face and slashed his face up. And they pulled his skin together and stitched him back up, because he has a twin brother. It's like, you definitely, it's like how they're so different looking now, just because of getting sewed back up. It's like you don't see the scars anymore after, heck, it's been 40 years. But more than 40 years, let's see. I've been 76, so 46 years ago when he did that. So, but you can definitely tell the difference when you look at him. Ever since then, it's like everybody was like, "Oh, how can you tell your brothers apart?" And I was like, "One's ugly and one's uglier." It's like, I don't know what your problem is. They're just night and day. Those two, boy, they were a handful. Let's just put it this way: they each had their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to school. One was good at math, one was good at another, like science and stuff. So when a day would come to taking in their test, they would wear identical shirts. And they're like, okay, I gotta go take this test. And so they would, the one that knew how to get better grades in that test would take the test and then go back later in another period and then take the test again. Like, man, the balls. And then like, hey, I'm good at it. He's not. Which is interesting, is that when you look at identical brothers, they are still different, have weaknesses and strengths which are different. I always thought that was interesting. Just because they're identical and living in the same household doesn't mean they're the same. And the funny thing is that they both became teachers. It's like, seriously? But, yeah, we had our learning disabilities growing up. Which is interesting, is they both became, they were football coaches. One brother still is, the other one, he quit teaching. Got tired of, disillusioned with it and moved on, but the other one's still a football coach and pretty much works with learning disabilities. Yeah, it's nice scent with this soap. That's one nice thing about CraneKraken. They do have a nice lineup. So if you can find something you like, and this Personna blade is still working good. Nice smooth shave. Definitely, you can get 4 good shaves out of a Personna blade. Sometimes 5, 6. You want to really work hard at it. Yeah, I got these from Sig Solo. Need to think about maybe sometime picking up another 100 pack of them just to have on hand. Not that I need any more blades. But eventually I will exhaust the supply I have. It's like you got a 5 pack of them. There's like 2 left in the pack. I'm not sure exactly how much they cost. For 100. 100 will last a long time. Yeah, it's like I've said, I got plenty. You get 4 good shaves out of a blade, and you buy 100 pack. That's a year supply right there. You're getting over a year. And you can get 5 out of it. And that's a good year and a half. That's works for me. You know, like my Astra blades. I think I spent $7 a 100 pack. I have like, I had at one time 500 of the things. Got less because I use them. It's one thing I have to say is that all the other ones I have, you'll see me using most of the time on camera. But the Astras are my like daily workhorse, along with some perma shorts. So they occasionally they'll show up on camera, but most of the time they're just plugging away off camera. You know, do 2-3 shaves a week with the specialty ones that I have show off, and then the other ones will be just going along. Some good residual slickness. Neuropathy just kicked in. Ah, pain. Right there. Yep, got it. We be done. Alright. Okay. You like that? One thing about Avon, they did. That is a warm scent. You got kind of a, it's almost a Old Spice scent. It sort of has everything that you get with Old Spice, but there's a few other scents across the bottom, base notes that are popping up, but that's Avon Spicy. Yeah, almost. I think it might be their version of a Old Spice, because it smells very similar to Old Spice. All right, that is the shave of the day. That's brought to you by CraneKraken. It's a Davidoff Cool Water, I think it is, dupe. So there, if you like that scent, this will be for you. Try out the Kraken. Bring the Kraken, or unleash the Kraken. And we had the Personna Reds with the Krisp razor. Third use, worked really good, nice and smooth. I didn't have any stinging at all when I put that spicy on, and I can feel it. So good stuff. All right, so that is the shave of the day. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.